Hello everyone, Chef Darren from Divine Cooking. I just wanted to talk to you guys today about a special project that I was honored to be a part of. It is the Okotoks Food Bank cookbook. If you haven't had a chance to check this out yet, it's for sale around town. It is a collection of recipes and photography that represents our local community and the surrounding area just perfectly.
Available for purchase at the Okotoks Food Bank, Okotoks Sobeys, Little Fast and Fresh, 94 Take the Cake, Fountain Tire, and Honest Room, South Bank Pharmacy, Select Floors, and Westwood.
What I want to do is cook for you today one of those recipes out of the book. This is a herb roasted chicken with a rich pan jus. What we're going to do is season this up, of course, with lots of herbs and some aromatics. It's just going to be lovely. So we're going to get this into our roasting pan. I have the oven preheating right now to 375 degrees. You're looking at about 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of that oil as well. Then we're going to season it with some kosher salt. So 1.5 tablespoons or so of kosher salt, some fresh ground black pepper, and then we'll get some herbs in there. A little bit of rosemary, a little bit of thyme, and a little bit of oregano. All right, so we're gonna give these all a nice chop, and we're gonna add that to our oil mixture. That's gonna impart a wonderful flavor of over top of the chicken, and your house will smell just crazy good. Okay, so this looks really good. So we'll get that into our oil and lemon juice mixture. We're gonna give this a stir. Okay, so we're gonna set that aside just for the time being. We are going to take a few aromatics. This is how we're gonna build our sauce today without having to thicken it with flour or a roux or anything like that. We're actually gonna roast the chicken with some vegetables, and we're gonna use that kind of fiber from the vegetables to thicken our jus. It makes for a very natural and really flavorful jus. All right, so I have 3 stalks. I have 3 stalks of celery, and I have 3 kind of medium-sized carrots. So we'll chop those up, and we're just gonna get them into the pan. You don't have to worry about these being chopped perfectly. All right, so we're gonna take half an onion, and we're gonna chop it again, kind of loosely. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. And that's gonna go around as well. I'm gonna take a little bit more onion, the other half, and we're gonna put it inside the chicken, along with the lemon that's in there. We're gonna put some sprigs of herbs in there as well. This, of course, is gonna help flavor the chicken from the inside out. So it's gonna be flavor, flavor, flavor. Also, it helps keep it nice and juicy. When you get some vegetables inside there, that will also help. And now we're going to top it with our lemon and herb oil. So we're just gonna be pretty generous with it. It will seem like a fair bit of liquid. However, that's gonna help us when we're basting it during the cooking process. Oh, this looks good. It smells even better. Okay, so there we go. All right, so this is our chicken that is ready to go into our 375-degree oven. We're gonna set a timer for 30 minutes. Then we're gonna come back and we are gonna start basting it. We will baste it about once every 10 to 15 minutes for the remainder of the cooking process. The vegetables are starting to get soft, of course, and there's much more juice in the pan. Of course, the further you go along when you're cooking your chicken, you'll notice that there's a bunch of fat that starts to render out of it, especially if you get a good chicken. So you'll notice now there's a little bit more juice in the pan. So as you have seen, we have reached the 160-degree Fahrenheit mark for our chicken, and we are going to finish it with making the pan jus. We're going to stir this, and we're reducing and cooking the vegetables down further. So you can see we've got the bulb of garlic in there, and it's all soft, so lots of that garlic's come right out. You can see that's just going to be part of the whole flavor profile. So the trick is we want to have our vegetables nice and tender. Okay, so now I'm going to add a bit of white wine to the pan. And I'm going to add a little bit of chicken stock. Of course, the better chicken stock you use, the better the sauce will be. Okay, so in goes that stuff. We are going to give this at least 10 minutes of good rapid boiling. We have our contents of our pan simmering away, becoming concentrated and flavorful. So that's the rapid boil that I'm talking about. A sieve inside a pot, and of course our ladle. So we can go ahead and dump this in. I'm going to continue to kind of push some of that stuff through to help get some of that fiber. Our jus has gotten to a really nice consistency. It's reduced and concentrated, and it's a little bit thick. Not what I'd consider to be a thick sauce by any means. I'm more so in a case like this, like a sauce that's a little bit more delicate but intense with flavor, and that's definitely what this is. We'll give it a little taste just to make sure that we got the seasoning spot on. It's delicious. So we're going to cut up our chicken now. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut down the breastbone and just break it apart on that side. And then you can go down each side of the backbone and remove that backbone out of there. And then we're going to cut each of the chicken legs right through the cartilagey area between the drumstick and the thigh. So those are each a portion. And then for the breast, I like to cut the breast into 3 portions. And you can just cut right through the rib cage. And that way everybody can have a little bit of each cut if they would like. So we'll do the same thing on this side. So thank you for joining me in making the herb roasted chicken with a rich pan jus, page 160 in the Okotoks Food Bank cookbook. Go out there, get yourself your own copy, be the perfect Valentine's gift, and cook her something special from the book. Thank you for joining me.